everyone, I'm Nolaris and this is Watching and Reading. I'm here to review The Real Housewives of Lagos Season 3, Episode 12, the final episode. I'm glad that we've come to the end of it, so let's get right into it. We open with Diola, who just walked into a Swarovski store to get something for her daughter. She waits for Dabuta because she says she wants Dabuta to help her to decide on what to pick. Dabuta soon joins Diola, and it's the way Diola welcomed her by saying,
"You left me."
Where?
You left me.
Dabuta said,
I told you I had to go somewhere now.
Diola tells Dabuta that they should shop first before she tells her everything that happened, right? As they are looking at pieces at the store, it doesn't take long before Diola just starts to before she just started to pour it out, and I could understand like what happened at her pajamas party was so much like she couldn't wait. She couldn't wait to let it all out and tell Dabuta everything that happened. Diola started by saying that she appreciated the fact that when Sophia and Laura brought up Carol's absence and she told them to drop it, they did. Then she went on to relay what Mariam had done.
Tell me why Miriam came inside. Yeah, I saw her on my way out. Thank you. I was expecting her to even say, "Oh, Jola, this is nice, the decor is nice." I'm not even sure she said hello to Sophia or Laura. The next thing she just went, where's Caroline? You get me? The vibe she came in with just felt like she came in for something, because it wasn't like she was being concerned that Caroline was not there. And then the next thing she was like, "I'm calling her right away." Wow. She dialed Caroline's number. Tell just said, "Why are you not at Jola's party? I'm at Jaden's party right now. Why are you not here?" And then the next guy said, "Who is that one? I'm not going to sit here to let these guys talk down on me." So I stood up. I wanted to ease myself. She just started talking. I'm this, I'm that. I've been doing too much. I've been doing too much from day one.
Dabuta had mentioned in her confessionals that
Felt like Sophia had mentioned, Laura had mentioned, hearing now that was the first conversation with Mariam. For me, I believe they probably all spoke about it. This is totally unnecessary.
looking at the way the whole thing happened at the pajamas event, it's not very difficult to sort of agree with what Dabuta is saying. It's not very difficult to see the possibility. Mariam came with full force to come and pick up Carol's fights at that event. It's not very difficult for me as a viewer. Now, let me not say everybody, let me not generalize. But me as a viewer, it's quite easy for me to believe it because of what had happened. Guys, I personally edit my videos. I don't know, maybe you would have noticed that sometimes I talk when I'm looking down. So I just want to explain why I do that. Like, I write down notes. So I'm looking down to read what I've written before speaking. Because most of the time when I'm watching stuff on TV, I just really have this idea that just comes to me. And if I don't pen it down immediately, I will forget when I want to make the review. So this is the notes. I don't know if you can see it. Let me show it. Real Housewives of Lagos Season 3, Episode 12 review. So this is the notes. Another reason I'm showing it, let me show other pages. So another reason I'm showing this is just so that you know that my opinions are not influenced by anything, right? I'm just, all these reviews that I do, it comes from my head, it comes from my mind and what I feel. So these are the pages for the episode 12 review. So we're going to go through it. It's actually going to be fast. I know the book looks like a mini textbook, but it's actually going to be fast. Bear with me whenever I look down, I'm trying to read my notes to know the next thing or to know what to say. And that's how I'm able to do my reviews, and I can arrange it sequentially exactly the way it's shown on the show. Dabuta said
One major issue I've noticed with this group is boundaries.
Yes, I can understand where she's coming from. We've seen it multiple times, boundaries. Sometimes some people don't respect your privacy, they don't respect your space. They don't even respect you at all, the way they act. Let me take this pajamas event, the last pajamas event as an example. When someone has said, you went to someone's house, like I said in that previous review, right? You can't go to, you went to someone's house for a party and the person has given you a rule. Don't call this person, don't talk about this person, right? You should adhere to that rule. And that's what the bottom means by boundaries. For Mariam to come there and say, "Oh, nobody can shut me down. I'll do whatever I want to do, wherever I want to do it." It's not done that way. I feel like on a normal day, without cameras watching this or recording these women, right? I feel like on a normal day, they'll act right, they'll behave well. But maybe because it's reality TV, everybody wants to come and show probably how rash they can be, or they want to show how tough they can be, or they want to show that, they got the drama and all that stuff. So it can be really, really, really annoying. The fact that you're on the show does not mean that you should lose your manners. That's what I believe. Dadem tells Dabuta that.
So what was Mariam saying? Was she
And she was like, "I'm doing too much. My sister asked me, this one that she has even said, I'm doing too much. Oh, I just started.
On hearing that, right, I'm like, wow. For Dadem to specifically mention this thing, it means that they've crossed the line. She has already run out of the patience that she has for these women. For her to come out and say that she has just started. Yes, I believe that she has really just started, that she's going to show them. See, like I said, I think, okay, Diadem, I remember in the previous episode, right, Diadem mentioned she was born 12th of April, if I'm not mistaken. 12th of April, is that not, I think that should be Aries, right? That should be Aries, yes, because I'm also an Aries, but I'm March born Aries. So I think, yes, I think she too should be an Aries, 12th of April. So maybe that's why, like I said, she's the one that understands the most out of these women. And like we kind of like, I'm kind of seeing a similar thought pattern or kind of like reaction. The way she's reacting to stuff is the way I will normally just react to stuff. So yes, if I too was in a situation where I've been pushed to the wall and then someone is now telling me you are doing too much, after you've pushed me, you're telling me you're doing too much, honestly, you regret that statement. So for her to say it, that she has just started, honestly speaking, I believe that if Diadem should start, they will beg her, she will not stop. By the time she starts with them, it will be too much for them to handle. They will beg her to stop. She will refuse to stop. So they've just stepped on the tiger's tail. So Dabota asked Deola about Miriam's event, like if she's going to go or not.
Girl,
So what about her
I
event?
just sat. Which event? I better go. Can't see me out. I'll think about it. The only way I can even go to that event, if she calls me and apologize for what she did, how she ruined my events, everything wasted. If she needs to refund the money I spent, then we can now talk about attending an event. If she does not do that, she should count me out.
Dabota tells Dadem that she's going to speak to Mariam and get back to her on the outcome. Dabota says that she believes Mariam likes her. That's likes Dola. Because Mariam is always having nice things to say about Dola.
And I need to hear from her because unless she's being fake to me, the impression that she gives me of how she feels about you, and she has been consistent with it, in all honesty, I think both of you like each other. It's like a genuine likeness. And obviously,
she doesn't like me. Don't.
No.
She doesn't.
Because even behind your back, yeah, she has mentioned to me how she likes you, how she, you remind her when her mom was young and all of that. We had lunch the other day, and she had a lot of good things to say about you. Maybe to my face.
They cannot tell you bad things.
Maybe she didn't say anything bad about you.
Anyway, Sha, I've never seen Mariam's mom before, so I don't want to come to any conclusions. But like, if someone looks like your mother, let me know. I'm trying to. There's a thought that's coming to me right now. Like, someone looks like my mom, right? I do not see that's it. But anyway, I'm just speaking for myself here now. It's not a general theory, but for myself, if someone looks like my mom when she was younger, of course the person will look like me because I look like my mom when she was younger. So that means the person has to be identical to the way I look or identical to me. Will I then start to bully the person and push this person to the wall to the extent that that person has to react back to me? And then it becomes chaotic. We start to shout at each other. I don't know. Except maybe if the relationship between myself and my mom is not good, then I think that is a possibility. So I just feel like, I don't know why, I just feel like Mariam is just saying stuff to make Jola calm around her. But like I said, I don't want to really explore that part so much because this is what I will personally do. I don't know, maybe for other people, right, it's normal to see someone who looks like your mom and start to frustrate the hell out of the person. Maybe it's a normal thing. But for me, no. And it's quite difficult for me to believe that Deola looks like Mariam's mom or whatever. But like I said, because there's no proof, I've never seen Mariam's mom, whether at her current age or when she was younger. So I can't really explore it. Let me drop it here. Deola tells Dabuta that she actually ended up crying. And Laura was asking her why she was crying. And Dabuta was so shocked.
You were crying.
I got emotional. I was.
What?
I'm telling you, I was very, like, at the point, I'm like, this is bullying. Like, you guys are bullying me at this point. I'm telling you.
Crying.
I did. All my makeup, everything ruined. Babe, why did you call me?
And Dabuta said, oh my God, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Like, I'm really feeling this friendship between Dabuta and Diadem. Like, the friendship has grown. And to this point, I think it's growing strong. It has grown, it's still growing. And it's growing strong because it's just like the way the both of them are always looking out for each other. It's just so, it's admirable. It's admirable, honestly. Anyway, in the middle of the gist, right, Diadem tells Dabuta that she actually bought something for Rina. Rina is Dabuta's daughter. So Diadem tells Dabuta that she actually bought something for Rina. It's like, oh, thank you. That's really lovely and all that stuff. But they still somehow go back to talking about the women. And Dabuta there's this statement that she made that I really like.
This world that women are running for president and doing big things, like what all these petty conversations.
Honestly, Dabuta, like, the matter tire me. Like, the matter tire me. Some of this drama that they bring to Real Housewives, like, in the end, it doesn't really make any sense if you actually think about it. It makes absolutely zero sense. Absolutely. Like, there are so many things for women to be doing. I remember, let me give an example. I remember in a previous episode, the episode where Carol went to visit Dabuta at her house, and they were talking about how the blogs affected their lives. It affected Dabuta's daughter. It affected Caroline's marriage and whatnot. I remember making a statement. I remember making a statement saying, "Oh, I love that these two women like have had the same experiences with blog." Carol even mentioned something about the way some people can use guns to destroy or to unalive someone. That's the way other people can use pens and keypads to also unalive and destroy someone, right? So I remember making the statement saying, I wish that Dabuta and Caroline can have some sort of collaboration to work on sanitizing, journalism, sanitizing like the internet space, the Nigerian internet space in general, sanitizing them on why they should not, or why it's not good to attack someone because this so and so things and the effects. As a basis of kind of like both of them working together on that kind of project and campaign, right? Because whether they like it or not, they are still celebrities. They are still going to be the center of gist and gossip. So I remember saying it like, oh, I would have really loved these two women to come together to achieve this goal together. It would be like really nice. That's like the real sisterhood that we all talk about and we all want to happen. So that's why I was so surprised. 2 episodes after that, right? Caroline is then talking about how Dabota and Ehi were in the kitchen and doing something to food. And then when she ate the food, she went back home to pray. And blood of Jesus and her spirit left her soul and transfigured back into her body and whatnot. Like that was one of the reasons I was like really, really, really disappointed in Carol. So you see the Ehi that Carol is also talking about, right? You see this Ehi that Carol is also talking about. She too has had her own internet campaign smear. Well, is that the word? Yes. She has had negative things written about her in the press in the past. Like, will anything be wrong if Carol, Dabota, and Ehi come together and work on this campaign and this project that I talked about? Would there be anything wrong? But no, Mommy Carol chose to go the other way and start talking stuff that basically, like I said, doesn't make any sense. Disgracing herself in Ghana, fighting Dabota over her ex-husband who left her. I just wish that the housewives can come together to start something very great that is like really going to shake this country and really, really bring about real change. But no, here we are. Here we are. We have somebody in red brown pants coming to shout, make noise about why another person did hamper with somebody else's name and did not invite the person. Like Dabuta said, where women are being presidents in other countries and are being lawmakers, we are here making noise about why two women are not talking to each other. It is well, God will help us. Yola then says,
you are coming into the beauty industry. You're supposed to even be aligning with us.
Exactly.
So we can even
That's
put
the
you
point
through.
here.
You are here fighting.
and I'm like, yes, that's true. Like, I didn't even think about it. Like, that's another angle, right? Like, Miriam wants to she's just breaking into the beauty industry, and she has Laura, she has Dabuta, she has Diola, who have been in the beauty industry. It was when Diola mentioned, I was like, that's true, that's true.
You should go and Miss Caroline that is jack of all trades, master of none. Go and Miss Caroline. If she needs any contact, she go and call Caroline. Today I'm a constructor. Tomorrow I'm a fashion designer. The next tomorrow I'm a makeup artist.
Oh God. Okay, that was funny. I really, really liked it. I love it. I love it. Dabuta in her confessional says,
I totally agree with the fact that when you come into an industry, if you're privy to have people like myself and Dadem in the beauty industry as a contact, you should leverage on that as opposed to fighting or having issues with us.
and it's at this point, I just realized that this point that Diola has made and Dabuta has emphasized is actually a weapon that they can use against Miriam. The realization just came to be like, wait, this can actually be a weapon that they can use against Miriam. Let's see how it goes now. So next scene, Caroline is in her house and Miriam actually comes in. So Carol in the confessional.
Today I am having Laura, Sophia, and Miriam in my beautiful home. We're going to explore the world of the Northern Kingdom when it comes to their food, when it comes to how to take care of women, and what we all do, as you all know, only attract positive vibes and not negative vibes.
And I was a bit taken aback, like, Northern Kingdom. Like how, why? As in how, from where? Like if there's anybody I'm expecting to host anything Northern, it should be Sophia, right? Because Sophia has actually stayed in the North in the past, according to what she said in previous episodes, right? So like she will have the best knowledge on everything Northern and how to organize this event. But anyway, Caroline has taken it upon herself. And I was sort of expecting Caroline to actually explore the world of Efik, Ibibio, Calabar, right? Because honestly, the truth is that we Nigerians don't really know much about them. The only time you know about Efik people is if maybe you stayed with them before or you live in the same neighborhood or something. That's how I know them, right? But I really wish she used this opportunity to internationally take us along with the women to the world of the epic. But she chose not that. So let's go with it. So Mariam in her confessionals actually says that
And I'm here at Caroline's house today for the first time. It's about time.
Laura is the next person that arrives.
This is my first time at Caroline's house. If someone had told me that I would ever come to Caroline's house, I'd be like, are you crazy?
So Carol serves them food and burns incense. And then Carol tells them that she has hampers for them and that she actually does hampers for people. So I guess that's another job description we should add to the list of the things that Caroline does. She passes her phone to Mariam, of which I'm guessing that the pictures of the hamper is there, right? To show Mariam. So as she was showing Mariam,
I have hampers for you guys.
I actually do it for people.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, let me show you.
So, but you just bring.
Laura then asks, "Oh, but gift any?" Which means, didn't you collect your gift? I'm guessing what she's talking about is like the gifts that Diola shared at the end of the pajamas party. I think that's what Laura is referring to. And Mariam answered,
Your gift to Lebruku wood.
"It's gift to Bruku Wuni." Meaning, what useless gift is that? Laura was like,
Okay, 1 minute.
meaning, but your name was on it. And then Mariam replies,
So, she should use
See it here. See,
apex or blade to hakuro.
see.
that Hauru Kokuru means to scrape out the name. Then what I thought at this instance was, what prompted Laura to bring up this discussion at this time? Right? Like Carol had just said, oh, I do hampers for people, and then she was showing. Why did Laura just bring that up at that point? I have my theory, but I'm here to state it. I'll still mention it, but not now. I'll mention it later. Mariam then started. That's how Mariam got to the gist.
But I
Caroline caused fights
I
now.
couldn't.
Caroline then asked, with who? I said, I called you on the phone. Laura then said, but you didn't tell her it was on speaker. Carol was just asking, what happened? Like, I guess at that point, Carol didn't really get what they're trying to talk about. So Carol just asked her, what happened?
But you didn't even say she caused fights.
But it cost fight the last time now.
With who?
I call you for phone.
But again, you did not tell her that it was a speaker. Why phone so phone?
It doesn't matter. I'm like,
What's happened?
Laura then says, Miriam wanted to fight on your behalf. Carol says, if you say she fought for me.
I'm not part of it.
The way you are chewing this.
This is all fight you fight person on your behalf. Oh.
If you say she fought for me, she now look as if we are ganging up against somebody.
And at this point, I'm like, Mommy Carol, it's not that it looks like you're against somebody. You are actually against somebody. You are. Because for your friendship to get to that point, that Miriam has to want to start fighting Diola, is rushing towards Diola with all the speed. For somebody that said she was ill, rushing towards Diola with all the speed in her body to what? Want to beat her up or what? So you people have ganged up against someone. Yes. Mariam and Laura said, them said that they were bullies. That's they, meaning Carol and Mariam. Then Mariam then said something that just I don't want to call it surprise me, like it just struck me like it's something that normally if I was watching the show without putting my mind, it would have just passed, but I latched onto it. Mariam said something like,
How can you be the most person that bullied somebody in this group stylishly and now come victim?
what do you mean by bully people stylishly? But you know what? I understood what Mariam was doing by saying that. Mariam is using PR strategy in this case because Diola has said the day before that she and Caroline are bullies. Now, Mariam doesn't want to bear that label. Do you understand it? So she's using PR strategy to turn it back on Diola by saying it is Diola that has bullied people stylishly and claiming victim. She's trying to change the narrative and turn the people around. Caroline in her confessional says,
Well, the problem with Diadem is she's beautiful, but every time she opens her mouth, only sawdust comes out.
is this not the Caro that told Miriam on the phone during the pajamas party that she actually likes Daddy? Is this not the Caro that told Laura at her store that she actually likes Daddy? Is it what you say about someone that you like, that it is sawdust that comes out of their mouth? Mariam was telling Laura that Dadem's reaction was unnecessary.
I feel like our reaction
No.
was unnecessary. I'm sorry. And I'm still going to repeat myself over and over. Like, I don't even think about it anymore because I put her in the place where she's supposed to be, the kid's place. She needs an eye chair to strap herself in.
See the statement, it just makes me feel or makes me believe that Mariam is jealous and bitter towards Daddy. Because what have you guys said? What have you discussed that you're mentioning kids for now? High chair, strap yourself. If anybody needs to be strapped to a chair, no offense, Mariam, it has to be you. And at this point, there's nothing anybody can tell me to convince me that Mariam actually likes Dola. She does not. She does not. This statement alone is enough proof for me. Mariam doesn't like Dola. And I don't know why it is difficult for her to admit it. It's okay to say I don't like this person. It's okay. But it's the one that you want to be acting like as if, no, I really like you, I care about you, and then you're saying all these brutal things behind the person's back. Girl, please. Laura in the confessional says,
Miriam talks a lot of sometimes I wonder if she thinks before she speaks. Just
Laura. Hey. Laura Ikechi. You see this comment that Laura made? It relates to the theory that I said I have and that I'm not yet ready to review. I will still hold on to the theory. Oh wait, time is coming, I will expatiate. Please don't be taking notes. I want you guys to be taking notes so that when I now expatiate, you see what I'm saying. Laura the Laura. Let's continue. Carol and Miriam, they're just telling Laura stuff about Deola and whatnot that I personally consider irrelevant after everything that Miriam had done.
I mean, when I like
Miriam
you, I
said
like
it
you.
to me that anybody that comes for Jola, she's coming for the person.
Are you serious? I have said it.
Yes.
So for
And because I like
I'm
Miriam,
looking
I'm
and
not
I'm
really-
disappointed and like I'm like Mio. Wait, do you know who you're talking to? You have to have me in mind to just switch like that. On top of one phone call.
Whatever they were saying here doesn't really make any sense after all that happened. Laura in her confessional says,
Yes, Diola overreacted. And then Miriam was a little disrespectful. So you don't come to someone's event and fight them.
but the thing though is, the question I have now for Laura is like, why is she not saying it in front of Miriam? Why is she coming to say all these things in her confessionals? Carol in the diary room is,
Dadam is exceptionally rude. She doesn't have a mind of her own. Treating Miriam with so much disrespect, somebody that has been by your side, says a lot about who she is.
you see this thing Carol is saying, Carol is trying to push a negative narrative about them. That is why she's saying all these things. Someone that has always been by your side, Miriam, always been by Diola's side. Like when, I don't remember. I don't know, maybe somebody else can remember. I personally, I can't remember when Miriam has been by Diola's side. The only time that Miriam has been by Diola's side was when she was always asking Diola personal questions. The thing that Dabuta talked about, the boundaries. Mariam doesn't respect boundaries. Let's just take it like that. The first day that she saw Diola, she has started asking about Diola's lineage. She has asked about Diola's baby daddy. I remember it clearly because I remember I really talked extensively on that day. She asked about the baby daddy, asked about Diola's daughter's age. She asked what the problem was. Is it Diola that was the problem that ended the relationship, or was it the baby daddy? Asking in total questions and asking it like it's her right to know. Like I said in my review then, it was sort of like an interview. Like Diola was here, like Diola had attended interview for a job, and Mariam was the HR person. As okay, was it you or was it him? Who is that Then after that, if you remember clearly, there was another time that she invited Diola specially to a restaurant. And when Diola got there, she now started to ask, so who is your boyfriend that is making you to shine? And because I know them has to be a man beside this you're shining. Who is your boyfriend? Who's your boyfriend? Like she just wanted to know who the boyfriend was. Is that someone that has been by Diola's side? Is that what Karu means by Maria has been by your side? If that's what she means, it is well. Oh. Second thing now is this. Carol is already saying all these things about Diola in the confessionals. And she didn't even hear Diola's side of the story. You see that Carol really likes Diola a lot. She likes her. Mommy Carol likes Diola a lot. I can see it. Diola told Mariam that.
Let me cut you short there. See that event that you guys had this thing? Which one? The last event, the last event, the sip and paint. She drew you. She drew your gele. And then she now she now wrote, Diola loves Miriam.
On hearing that in the confessionals, like Mariam literally didn't have anything to say. And I believe that's because she just realized how stupid she was. I'm so sorry, I can't sugarcoat it. It's just stupidity, how stupid she was. Then, now, because Carol was there, when Laura said this, because Carol was there by her side, do you know what her response was?
So there has to be something wrong with her. I'm sorry.
You were just told that someone wrote a note. Diola loves Miriam. Your answer is that there must be something really wrong with that person. And it is Diola that is bullying you. It's Diola that is bullying stylishly. Abi? It's Diola that is bullying stylishly. You see the way this person is acting. Like, and I believe she said that because Carol was by her side. And she just had to say something to impress Carol. As far as I'm concerned, that's what all this thing is about. Mariam is trying to impress Caroline, as Caroline is her friend. Wow. The fact that Mariam wants validation from Carol so much is just pathetic at this point. It's really, really pathetic. Mariam receives a call from Dabuta, and she decides to excuse herself so that she can talk to Dabuta, right? She picks the call. She and Dabuta exchange pleasantries before the real discussion. Dabuta then said everything that Dadem had told her. She told Mariam. And while Dabuta was explaining, Mariam just cut in.
So, like, she was telling me you guys were having a go at each other, shouting, swearing.
That she attacked me.
Hey.
She very literally attacked me. Did she say that part? Did she even say the part that she literally put her hands on my nose?
Hey. When Mariam said those things, like, I was thinking about, like, is it not the fight that we watched in the previous episode that you're saying Diola attacked you? I don't understand. Diola put her hand on your nose. Or was it edited out? Because it was not shown. And I believe if Diola put hand on her nose, it will not be edited out. The thing that made the one that happened between Carol and Dabuta to be recorded and shown to us, it's not the one between Diola and Mariam that will not be edited. For what? Like, and it amazes me when I see people lie on camera. Like, I just sit down and I'm like, why are you motivated to do that? Did she forget that the whole thing was recorded? Or I don't understand it. Because it was Mariam that was running towards Diola. And I remember in my last review, I was even saying, why was Laura even holding Mariam? Laura should have left her. Let's even see what she wants to do. Because that Mariam is all mouth. She can't do anything. I remember saying that.
You are giving me bad energy. You bring. I don't need that. You've not even spoken to me. You haven't even spoken to me. You haven't even spoken to me. You're Caroline. Who are you talking to? I beg. What the hell? If I am Caroline, you get gossip. I'm not there to gossip. You are a gossip, Carol. You are a gossip area. You gossip a lot.
I gossip. You don't talk to your own friends. If Dabuta is coming here, you won't call her. You won't call Dabuta. She's not here.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I said you won't talk to your own friends. She's not here.
Carol is not here. Why are you calling her? I said
you can't tell me what to call. Why are you calling her? It's my phone. It's my credit. It's my network. So when you are talking, you put down. You don't talk to me like that.
No.
Why are you doing your own defense for me? You're doing too much, Adiola. You've been doing too much. You need to calm down. You've been doing too much. You've been doing too much. You need to calm down. If you have beef with Caroline, have beef with Caroline. Don't bring it to me. What is talking about? What the hell do you think you are?
What the business she has with me?
I don't understand.
Caroline,
the last time you saw this girl was in Ghana. You said you like her outfit. So I'm confused why.
If I like her outfit,
like what's going on?
I don't want any bad energy around me. Maybe before you came, we've been having fun.
Tell me.
You could have just stayed back.
You are no mother.
You literally just came. You haven't even said hello to me. And the next thing you're calling.
Sorry, I'm very bully.
You are a bully. You are a bully. You are a bully. You are a bully. You are a bully. You are a bully. You are a bully. You are a bully. Maybe I'm you are a bully. You are a bully. You are a bully. You are a bully. You see this guy? You guys are bully. I'm seeing your voice.
You're cutting me out. Are you mad? What are you talking to?
You're mad.
What are you talking to? You're stupid.
You're mad.
Oh, no, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
I don't know.
You're doing too much. You've been doing too much from day one. Calm the down. Fight your energy down.
Are you scared?
Of what?
Are you scared? So why are you doing too much?
You're doing too much because you need to pick a leg at yourself. Why did you do an amper? Why did you do an amper then?
Sophia, beg,
Get out.
your baby. You're very stupid.
You're mad. You're crazy. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I'm not Caroline. I am not Caroline. I am not Caroline. I am not. You are mad. You are crazy.
Enough.
This red fight.
Mariam, it's enough.
I'm leaving.
And then now, you're coming to tell Dabuta, Diola attacked you. Wow. You see, at this point, when Mariam just said that, like, the few points that Mariam has, the few points that I awarded Mariam in my head was knocked off completely. Like, no. Like, Mariam is just a no at this point. Like, come and blatantly say untrue things on camera here. Like, why? Like, does she take the viewers for a fool or something? I don't understand where he's coming from. Dabuta in the confessional.
I honestly do not believe, but I'm not going to interrupt. Let her speak her mind.
So after all the ranting that Mariam has ranted with all the untrue things that she has said, right? Dabuta then says,
My own point is that you and Diadem, outside of Carolyn, outside of me, outside of anybody, you guys have a natural connection.
You know?
You and Diadem. I told her, I said, you always speak, very well of her. And she too, she always speaks well of you.
and then Mariam said,
I'm not angry.
Dabuta then said,
And you're now doing a business in the same industry as us. This whole group should even allow us to say we have history. We're coming full on strong to come and support you.
Mariam in her confessional,
Yes, I want to make that money. I want, obviously, everyone around, but I just do not want someone to bring bad energy to my event.
oh God. You don't want someone to bring bad energy to your events, but you know how to bring bad energy to that people's events. Okay, don't worry. Then, the second reason I'm laughing, right? The second reason I'm laughing is this. I think at that point, when Dabuta mentioned that you are coming to do business in the same industry as us, I think it was at that point that I clicked to Mariam. It really clicked. Like, at first, your mind will not even normally go there. Yapping all these things about Diola, who has been in the industry it's not 12 or 14 years. And you are just coming. And then you're talking back at somebody that's been there years before you. I think it clicked, and I really found it funny. Although I didn't see any facial expression to show, maybe realization or fear, but I know deep down inside Miriam, the thing clicked in her head. It was funny to me. Sophia then arrives Carol's house. After the call, Mariam comes back into the house, right? She sees Sophia, they greet each other. Then they all go to another corner of the living room, and Mariam is furiously typing something on her phone. It was not shown. And she didn't say what it was, but she was typing furiously to the extent that she wasn't even hearing what was being discussed.
This is how I live my life.
Carol was just showing them stuff, incense and whatnot. And then Sophia picked something up.
She just put me onto this one.
Yeah, that is VJJ tightener.
Oh God. So it was at that point, Sophia was now just nudged Mariam. I was like, your mind is not here. Mariam was just busy with her phone, but like after some time, she dropped the phone, right? Carol shows them incense and she tells them that she's going to teach them how to make their own incense, right? So it was at that point that Mariam then left the event. Sophia starts drinking fura, and then she then mentions that the jollof rice at Diola's event was like really, really delicious. So Laura then said that she's
I'm just a little disappointed that you guys are not, because I thought you guys were really, really like I thought you were gonna vibe. I'm very just.
Can I be honest?
Be honest.
I don't think Yola is a bad person.
Yeah, I don't think.
Do I think that she overreacted? Yes.
I think she did.
Do I think that like an honest, mature communication, all that don't work?
and Sophia even says that
I even think that even with Dabota, you don't even have any real issues with her.
They don't.
I don't.
I'm telling you, they don't.
I don't.
I wish
so you don't. So what was all these things that you're just doing all this while? Sophia says that she wished that they had communicated when there was a chance. Carol says that it's Dabota that has issues with her.
so, and I still
Is it
hope
Dabota that has the issues with me?
Mommy Carol, Dabota has issues with you. Okay. Carol says that she knows that they've settled with Sophia. Laura said that she was surprised when she saw their friendship in Ghana, right? And Laura asked this question.
So that their attitude changed towards you because they felt like you paid for the trip, you paid for the jet, you paid for the house and everything.
And you see this question that Laura asked. You see that theory that I said I have about Laura, that I said I was not ready to leave. I'm ready to leave now. The thing is that you see this thing that Laura asked Sophia is a trick question. What Laura asked Sophia is a trick question. Because she knows it's a question that if she should ask that question, right, Sophia will not have control over herself and just vomit everything that is in her mind. Like, I don't know if you get it. And I've noticed that thing with Laura. Laura is the kind of person that has studied each of the women and she knows the topics that can trigger a reaction out of each of the women. Right? So she'll just, once she knows that topic, right, she'll just ask it in this coy manner, innocent manner. I just want to talk about something manner. She'll just ask it. And then the women, because they are not suspecting Laura of anything, they just vomit everything that's in their mind, say everything that's on their mind. And then it's from that talking too much that they'll make a mistake, say something they're not supposed to say, that can later turn out to be a problem in the future. Like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Because why would she ask that kind of question? Do you think that their attitude changed towards you because you paid for everything? Like, has it ever been said? Has Deola or Dabuta ever said it that they have an issue with Sophia because she has not paid for a particular thing? No. But Laura has studied Sophia and knows that if I touch on the financial part, if I'm discussing financial something with Sophia, she's going to see everything. And then Laura will be there. You know the funny part? When they now start talking, Laura will be there, calm, observing the person and listening to the person, allowing the person to talk. Sometimes they'll talk, yap. Sometimes they can talk, and then they just somehow, go into another topic. They just go off track. And Laura has a way of still coming back to that initial thing, that initial topic that she wants you to discuss. There's a way she'll just ask it again, small like this. Then they will come back to where they were originally and continue what they are saying, and she'll be listening. How will I say? How will I? Because the women don't know that this is the strategy Laura is using for them. They don't know. What will I say about this? I think I'll say Laura is smart. That's what I'll say. You see the other women, when they are describing themselves, I'm smart, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm smart. Laura is a smart one. I'm saying it. She has proven it. She's a smart one. That's what she did when she was asking about gifts that Mariam did not collect. You see that it was from gifts that she said, why didn't Mariam collect gifts? You see that it's from there that they now went around and started talking. And then Mariam was now saying, Deola has a problem. That means that there's something wrong with Deola. You see that it's from gifts that everything started. Laura is smart. Sophia answers and says,
it's not because they felt like they know I paid for it.
No, I mean,
and then Laura, on hearing this, tries to rephrase the question. This is what I'm saying. That if she has not gotten the answer that she wants from you, there's a way she can come back to it. Go back to that topic, and without them knowing, they will follow her there and say what she wants to hear.
like, do you
You think it changed because you now knew your worth?
So Laura was trying to rephrase the question, and she was saying, do you think that? But you know what? Laura didn't get to finish the question. Carol helped her to rephrase that question by herself. You see what I'm saying? That Laura knows what she will say to trigger this question. Do you think that she stopped? Carol picked it up from there. Carol picked it up and said, do you think that they changed now because they know your worth?
like, do you
You think it changed because you now knew your worth?
Child, God have mercy. Sophia then says,
Okay, to answer your question, I knew what to expect because they are typical Lagos girls.
they are typical Lagos girls. Hey. Now, wow. Okay. Sophia goes on to then describe typical Lagos girl.
A typical Lagos girl is not going to respect you. They're not wearing Van Cleef, Messika, Cartier, Rolex. You know what I'm saying? Chanel earrings.
They're not going to treat you with respect.
They will not regard you. You will walk into
Yeah.
a room and say hello,
Yeah.
and they'll just look at you like,
Yeah.
they'll rate you for
I mean, how many Lagos girls has she met that she's describing typical Lagos girl? What a pity.
And I don't dress. I
think it's
dress
a
that
poor
way.
man's mentality.
Poor man's mentality. Okay. Then Carol in the confessional was now saying,
I'll call that identity theft. And then they have inferiority complex.
and I'm like, identity theft, Bawo. Like, when did that one enter the conversation? Like, does Mommy Carol know the meaning of identity theft? She's still talking about Dadem and Dabuta. Dadem and Dabuta. Identity theft. Okay.
The same person that booked the freaking PJ from Lagos to Ghana, you told her that she's a second fiddle and she's a plus one.
God.
Special plus one, fa.
Give me the champagne glass, Sophia. Sophia, you do this one. This one,
Oh my God. I swear, honestly, these people, they're just in competition with themselves. Honestly speaking. They're just in competition with themselves because everything they are saying is not even adding up. Like, it's not adding up. Sophia then says she
To stop the act, because I feel like you don't. If you're really a diva, people will tell you you're a diva. You don't have to act like a diva.
Don't act it.
So for Dabota, it's not clicking because she's working pretty hard at it.
you don't have to act a diva. God. Okay. Laura in her confessional.
Adabota's queen-like attitude is too fast. You're not getting it. You gotta practice more, girl. It's not working. From the clothes to the hair to the it's not working, darling. Do something else.
Hey, see another narrative they are trying to push again. Like, I beg, who is talking? Who is saying this one? Is it Laura? I mean, somebody else that is saying it. Wait, this Laura that has been serving us maternity gown looks from the beginning of this season. I'm telling you, I can count the number of outfits that Laura wore that I actually liked and made sense. Every other outfit was giving maternity gown vibe. Is it this Laura that is not talking? If I were at the beginning of this season, Laura's makeup, oh God, like, the person who was doing her makeup for the first half of this season, that person needs to be arrested because that person was just giving her Ojuju combination on her face. Is it this Laura that is now talking about dressing? See, let me just take it that Laura was just trying to be funny. That's what I'll take it as. She was just trying to be funny because I know it can't be. No, she can't be the one saying it. She's just being funny. Dabuta's house. Dabuta supervising Rina while Rina is doing her homework. More mothering points for Dabuta. Like, I really love the way Dabuta is with her daughter, the way she's been the mother and all that. Quality time, allowing her daughter to learn judo and now supervising assignment. Like, she's a full-on parent. I really, really admire it. Like, because there are so many parents that have met. So many parents have met. Like, they can't even stand their children. There are so many parents that can't stand to be around that. They don't even want to see their children. It's like when they see their children, they just have headaches. Not to talk of not having quality time with quality with their children. How does that one want to happen? So, like, seeing Dabuta, like, spending time with her daughter, she even said she had gone through the assignments before bringing it for her daughter to do it.
Sure. Let's start with your activity book first. And I'm just looking through these papers. I already looked at it before I got down, but I just wanted to have a conversation with her. I'm so proud of her. She's an A-star student.
It shows a caring mother that is concerned about the educational well-being of her child. Like, I really like on this show, like, I really love the fact that Dabuta's mothering skills were shown, and I was very, very impressed. I really like the way she's being a good mother to her daughter, right? The next thing, Mariam is having a photo shoot for Law, and what I really liked was that she used melanated models, both male and female.
Today's my photo shoot.
It was a wonderful sight to see. They were all like dark skinned. Like, I really, really liked it. Even though I'm pissed at Mariam, but I liked what she did there. Sophia meets Anita at her new store, and Anita is supervising the construction of the place. Or is it, the decoration of the place? Let me not really call it construction. After supervising, right, then Sophia then tells Anita that she wants to take her to the spa. So they go to Claire Essence Spa. And it's at the spa that Anita then tells Sophia to give her the gist of what happened in Ghana, right? Sophia was just telling her about the fights that people had. She was talking about Carol and Dabuta, and then Carol and Dadem, and then coming to the pajamas party, Dadem and Mariam. They're just giving her the gist and all that.
They were both yelling, but Mariam was landing her points.
Okay, she doesn't land about that. Don't worry, Sophia. I just hope that you don't find yourself in that situation. I just hope you don't find yourself there where you be pushed to the wall. Who knows what you even do? Who knows what you do? I just hope you don't find yourself there. The next scene is the day of Mariam's launching, and she's the first to arrive. And after her, Sophia arrives next.
So proud of me. It's a Condoleezza event.
My queen!
Queenie!
Oh my god, this is nice.
Thank you. You
Oh
look
my gosh, you
beautiful.
look so pretty! Mwah.
I really liked Sophia's hairstyle. Honestly, it was like I should just put the hair on my head. I really liked it that much. Then after Sophia, Laura arrives.
Hey, queen!
You look
And it's at that point that Laura tells them that they all have to contribute 1 million each.
1 million naira, 1 million naira. Everybody's buying 1 million naira product.
Me, I know they for your level when it comes to 1 million naira.
Mariam then explains the product that it's organic shea butter, and Sophia was talking about the smell that really smelled like cupcakes and all that stuff. Laura wasn't really sure about the name, so Laura was like, "What did you call the name of your product?"
Please pronounce it.
Lure.
Lure.
Like when you lure someone in.
Oh, okay.
So-
You have to be an Ashawi name.
It was funny. Laura said, "Yes, I have to be an Ashawuni." Oh God. Okaro is the next person that comes in.
Oh my God, Carol, you look like a Barbie.
Wow, congratulations. Thank you, my love. I love you. Oh, you look beautiful.
super.
Laura asked for the price of the products, and Mariam says it's 50. She was explaining that Mariam was then explaining that the ingredients are not cheap and whatnot. So Carol then asked for the oil, and Mariam explained that she will launch the oil next year, right? Then Carol then says, if it costs 50, then I'll put 1 million.
Doctor, I'm launching the oil next year.
If this is 50, I'm putting down 1 million.
She just had to say it on camera, right?
You see, this is what I love about Rachel.
Mariam was even dancing this kind of, I don't know, is it a tiki dance or what? Mariam was just dancing, but to my surprise, like Sophia was, she was just sat there, like she didn't even hear what they just said. If you see Sophia in that moment, you won't think that like somebody had mentioned anything, what's the noise. She just sat cool in her seat. Dabuta comes in next. When Dabuta comes in, she greets everyone except Carol, right? And then Mariam starts asking, why are you and Carol not greeting? Like,
Hello to Caroline. Hello to guys.
Don't now.
Dabuta says in her confessionals that
She's asking me why myself and Caroline are not greeting each other. The immaturity.
might I add, unnecessary. Like, seeing that, I was like, why is Miriam doing this? Like, you already know how these two women feel about each other. Is she trying to say that she'd like if Carol and Dabuta start to quarrel at her own event again? Like, really, what's wrong with this lady? What's wrong with this lady? You really want these two women to start going at each other at your own event, at your own lunch? Oh my God. Oh my God. Mariam gets up to introduce the products to the ladies. She tells them that any amount that they spend there, 10% of it is going to go to charity. Mariam then introduces her bestie. She says her bestie is Tolani. And surprisingly to me, Tolani just walks up to Dabuta and hugs her.
My bestie, everyone. Hi, baby.
Like they knew themselves, or they've known themselves prior to this event, right? Carol says she wants Mariam to create a relationship with Carol's fans on Instagram.
I want you to create a relationship with my Instagram fans.
Laura in the confessional said,
I will not be offering help to sell Miriam's product at the store. If you want my help, you come to me. I wouldn't offer. I'm Laura Keji. I own Laura Beauty. My store is one of the biggest beauty stores in Nigeria. So if you want my help, you have to come to me. You have to ask me. I won't ask you, unfortunately.
it is well. The event is over. The women start to leave. And Dabuta then tells Mariam that Diola is on her way. She's coming. And Mariam should just wait back for Diola. So it's just Dabuta, Mariam, and Sophia that are there, right? So when Dabuta says that, Sophia then tells Mariam that, please, Mariam, don't be angry, don't lose your cool. When Diola comes here, just thank her for coming and whatnot.
Jola is coming now.
You know me, I'm all for peace.
Me, I'm all for this particular piece.
Just say thank you.
And then Sophia leaves. The place is almost empty. Almost everyone has gone. But Dabuta and Mariam wait for Dadem. Then, when Dadem arrives, she arrives with this peculiar t-shirt on these jeans trousers. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Diola. Honestly, I did not know that Diola would go there. I don't know that Diola would go there. Like, oh my God. Like, you see this t-shirt that she wore? I swear that this is the highlight of season 3. For me, this is the highlight. Like, and she was just moving around with the t-shirts. So when she came in, Mariam saw her, didn't say anything. What does Mariam want to say? She didn't say anything.
Hi, girlie. Oh, hi, my love.
Hi.
You
You have to come because of
my sweetie.
how are you? Glad you came.
Thank you. Congratulations, please. Thank you for coming.
You see, I'm trying to understand that, first of all, she's not dressed according to the dress code. I'm looking at this shirt. It's speaking a lot of volumes at this point. I'm looking at Mariam. I'm looking at and I'm still here thinking, God, please. I just want to leave this place.
I really liked the way the camera just focused on Mariam's face. Like, Mariam was just doing other stuff, pressing her phone, doing that, just looking away from Diola. Like, Mariam, talk. Talk now. Mariam, talk. Sure, you know how to run your mouth. Say something now. They don't bring her come meet you. Talk something. I do know what is really funny at this point. Like, because of the weapon that Diola has, Mariam cannot challenge her. The only time Mariam can talk shit is in the confessionals. She cannot face Diola ever again. The way she used to, she can't do it. Like, oh my, like, oh God, like, how can I describe the way I'm feeling about this thing? Like, the thing they sweet my belly. Oh my God.
There's no presence there. You definitely came here for a like drama. The invitation states grand. You came in jeans and top. I don't understand. I didn't even look. Let me focus on my products. You want to buy? Okay, buy. I am disappointed because at that point, yes, I was angry when we were having our back and forth. But, thinking about it from the next day, I just felt like very disappointed because I've had her back. I've had her back. Like, I've rode for her back and forth. So, what I realized is that she has a huge character flaw. And people like that, they don't admit to their mistakes. Rather, they form victim and call people bullies. And that's a huge character flaw that she needs to work on. Baby, sweetie, because you're a sweetie. You're not coming to support me. Because if you came here to support me, you would dress the part. You came here to get a reaction out of me. But I will sell my product so I can test it and see what success looks like as well. I know you have beauty brands as well. The same way I did not come to your store to make a news out of myself like you're doing right now. I'm just going to ignore you. And basically this is you, where you belong. A child's place. Sit down and feed yourself. That's where you belong, a child's place. Strap yourself in, baby.
And another thing I really liked was the way Dabuta was just looking between Diola and Miriam with this big smile plastered on her face.
Vanilla and honey.
So it's like a box?
Package instead of paper bag. That's your package.
Okay, just one inside.
No. Different boxes. So this one takes.
Can I have the POS or something?
Do you have a POS?
Yeah. I'm not gonna let whatever has happened to. No,
I'm so happy that you're here.
Because if I don't come, I won't hear the last of it.
No, you would.
Oh God. Diola was saying it in her confessionals that
This code says grand. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking all good and glamorous, okay? With my lovely LVTs, $2,000 to be precise. If not more, a raccoon with his skunk attitude. So a very lovely design. With a pair of jeans, my bone straights, and my sunglasses. And it's a skincare launch, so no makeup. Skin is popping, What was she expecting me to be? I don't know. Got money more cost you.
there was a point that Dabuta even called Diola small pepe. It's so small pepe. I love it.
You were small pepe.
Anyway, Diola bought just one law product. That's where this is in. And honestly, this is the highlight. Oh my God, I really loved where the season ended. It got me so happy. It's like I'm even on a high. I can say that I'm on a high. Like the way they just ended it. Oh my God. Diola really got Mariam back. She really got her back. Anyway, let me just go to my thoughts. I don't want to dwell too much on my happiness. I think I've already said everything that I think while reviewing it. But one more thing I'd just like to add. Diola, that t-shirt is merchandise. It's merchandise. More and more people need to be wearing it. Like you said, it's a lovely design. More and more people need to be wearing it. Oh my God, I'm just loving this. So, everyone, that brings us to the end of the Real Housewives of Lagos season 3. So the next thing I'll be reviewing is the reunion. So see you for the review of the reunion. Bye.
If you come to my event and you want to ask about somebody, you could just sit down and whisper to me Afa, this person, I like this person, which one is?
So imagine this rubbing into your both sides. You'll be licking from head to toe.
Dabuta and Diola can burn in hell. They can burn into ashes for all I care. No bad energy here, no bad vibes. That's the reason why I didn't invite them into my home. I repel anything toxic. I don't entertain it. I don't want it around me, so they can burn in hell. All I care.